Guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to create this makeup look that is just really simple and really easy for Valentine's Day, whether you're staying in or whether you're going out, or whether you literally just want to do a simple makeup look that you know is going to last, that you know is going to look good no matter what, and that you know you're going to be comfortable with. Then this is the video for you. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. So to start off this Valentine's date night makeup look, I'm going to just apply my Bobbi Brown face base. So what the Bobbi Brown face base is going to do is going to make my base look really hydrated and really glowy, and make sure my makeup doesn't go crusty and dusty throughout the day. As you can see, it leaves a lovely glow and it kind of smells like oranges. So while I'm letting that sink in, I'm going to move on to my brows. And for my brows, I'm actually switching up products today. I'm going to use the Refi Brow Gel, which I've used once but not in combination with a brow pencil. I literally just put it into my brows, so it just looks like this. It goes on white, but once you let it dry, it dries down clear, which is amazing because there's nothing worse than having a brow gel that either doesn't dry down or leaves white marks. And another great thing about this product is it dries down matte, so your brows look more natural. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this, and I have not used this for a while. It's the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is in the shade 2.75, which is the perfect shade if you are a redhead like myself. It is such a good shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm just literally just going to fill in the gaps in between my brows. As you can see, it's just super easy. I don't do anything crazy, and it's just really just making it thicker and make it look more full. So I'm just going to use the concealer that I am going to use on my face, and I'm just patting that out all over my eyes just to create an even base for the shadow. And then for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is her new palette that they have. It's called the Divine Neutrals. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at all those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade here, which is the shade Just Barely, and I'm just going to pop it into my crease on a fluffy brush just to give the eye some definition. Just dipping in and going straight in. So yeah, I'm just building up that colour on the outer corner. I'm only going to show you one eye just because usually this eye is my best eye, and plus it'll just speed up time for the both of us. Now, as you can see, it is literally just added the lightest amount of colour on this eye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller, fluffier brush, but still quite a fluffy brush, so something like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade beside it, which is the shade Good Vibes, and I'm going to pop that in the crease as well. But this is the darkest. Oh, this is the darkest that we're going to go. And I'm really just focusing that on this outer corner here. And you just want to take a little bit of time, going slowly. Don't be rushing, because the minute you start rushing, the minute it's going to go wrong. And then I'm just going to take the original brush that we used, and I'm just going to blend over it all. So now that's as deep as I wanted to go. Again, like I said, it's just going to be very natural today. I'm going to go in with the shade Cinnamon Roll, which is this dark brown here, and that's what I'm going to use to create my liner. Now for my liner, I'm going to go in with the tiniest angle brush you've ever seen, and I'm just going to dip into that shade Cinnamon Roll. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start lining my lash line with it. The tip that I found the most useful for when doing liner, especially along your lash line to get it straight, is to literally place your brush on your lashes, like physically place your brush like lying on your lashes and stamp it. And then once you're happy with it, you can start making it a little bit thicker. I hope you can see that. I hope I wasn't blocking that. You can start making it a little bit thicker. And the thing with eyeshadow as liner is if you mess up, it is fine, you can correct it. So what I'm going to do now for the wing is I'm literally just going to follow my bottom lash line and flick up like so. And then what you want to do is you just want to connect the liner back to your eyes and then just fill in. Now, as you can see, this is what the liner looks like. That is literally the eyes done. I'm gonna go do my other eye off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I had to make this one thicker because this one turned out thicker, but we're gonna clean it up, I promise. You are going to be able to fix your mistakes. If you can't do winged eyeliner, do not worry, because concealer will save your life. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now as you can see, I don't have any tan on because I haven't been able to with my eczema. So I'm going to use the shade Mont Blanc. I'm obsessed with this foundation. If you do not know already, get to know. And I'm just going to use it with my Morphe sponge. This foundation is honestly my favorite foundation in the entire world. If you have dry skin like me, you will not be disappointed when you try this. Like, this is just the perfect foundation if you've dry skin, if you've combination skin, if you've oily skin. Like, the only thing that's gonna matter when you apply this foundation is how you prep your skin. So always be prepping your skin according to your skin type. I'm just bouncing this in, making sure it's really pressed into my skin, because the more you press stuff into your skin, the longer it's gonna last. Like, I know it sounds disgusting pressing something into your skin, like all I think of when I say that is blocked pores, but I promise you this will not block your pores, especially if you're taking off your makeup right. But we want our makeup to last on date night. I'm gonna go in with cream contour now. This is the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and this is in the shade Fair to Medium. I like this, however I love the consistency, but this color is very cool toned, so I can't use it when I am tanned because it just makes me look really ashy. So I'm just gonna start blending it in. It's very easy to blend in. It is a gorgeous consistency because it's not too thick to the point it adds coverage. It literally just adds color, which I love. I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and it's in the shade Marshmallow. So I'm just gonna place a little bit underneath my eyes, just like so, a little bit down my nose, tiniest bit on my forehead, and then some on my chin, and just like in those places because I do have spots. I'm gonna go back in with my sponge, and I'm just gonna start to blend that out. So the goal is, when doing makeup, is to use, well, my goal when doing makeup is to use as minimal product as possible, but make sure it has the highest coverage. So as you can see, I'm not putting on that much. Well, for me it's not that much, but I am using a high coverage product, so it doesn't look cakey because there's barely any product, but you're still completely covered in terms of coverage. What I love about the Too Faced Born This Way concealer is it's so high coverage, but your skin looks insane with it because it's so hydrating. And then I'm just gonna blend in my under eye concealer. So what I do for under eye concealer is I really dab it into the inner corner and press it in, and then I kind of leave it for a bit, because when you leave it, it makes it set a little bit, so it's harder to move around. So then when it comes to sharpening up my wing, like so, there's not a lot of product sliding around, so it makes it so much easier to really get that sharp line, because I'm not worried about products going into my liner. And then when I really need a sharp, I just take the brush that I used to put the concealer on my eyelids and draw a line up. So then after I've pushed in my concealer, I'm going to go in with liquid blush, and I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, if it will focus. This is the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, and this is in the shade Pinkgasm. I feel like everyone and their mother has this in their collection. If you don't, I highly recommend getting it. I know at the moment it is very difficult to get this because it is sold out all of the time, but if you can get your hands on it, I really recommend it. I really want to try the Peachgasm one, but it seems to always be stuck. The Peachgasm one always tends to be stuck as well. Like, all of these products are super glowy, but they last very well, even on oily skin. I'm gonna powder my face, and I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way powder. Nicole Balfe got me on this powder, and I swear to God, it is my favorite powder ever. If you have dry skin, you need this. Personally, I think it is beautiful. I'm just gonna set the middle of my forehead with this. Like, this makes your skin look airbrushed, like absolutely airbrushed. I'm gonna powder my chin. I like to powder my eyes last, because what I tend to do is when I am setting underneath my eyes, I tend to raise my eyebrows and kind of like pull out faces, so then my skin creases because it's not set, and sometimes I can't blend the crease out. I'm just going to blend out my under eyes like so, and then take some of that powder and press it under, and it literally just makes your under eye, look at that, your under eye just looks so smooth. So I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, and this is in the shade 2. Although I am a pale gal, I like to be bronzed, so I'm just taking it along my temples. And this bronzer is great because it's so buildable, like so buildable. And then I'm just gonna go in on my cheekbones in circular motions and just really blending that in. Yeah, I really think bronzer just adds so much to a makeup look. As you can see, the bronzer is super natural, and just like the liquid bronzer, it doesn't add coverage, it just adds color. So you're not layering this disgusting amount of powder on it and your skin looks gross, because it doesn't. So I'm going to use the Nars Blush in the shade in the shade Orgasm. This blush is one of my favorite blushers. This is a mini, but to be honest, I personally prefer mini blushers because big size blushers you can never get through. So this is what the Nars blusher looks like. You've definitely all seen it before. I'm just going to take out a little brush. This does have reflex in it, so you want to be so careful with your placement, because there's nothing worse than getting glitter in places you don't want glitter. So I'm just popping it up there, and as you can see, it adds this like shiny glow back into our face. So like I said, if you are a dry skin gal, do not worry, because you can always add glow back in. I'm fully obsessed, and I think you need to go get this. And to be honest, I'm gonna pop on a little bit more because I love it that much. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop on mascara. I'm just going to put on the Nars Climax mascara. This mascara is so good if you've not tried it. But I don't really care what mascara I'm going to be putting on because I am popping on lashes. However, this mascara is really nice if you're looking for a new mascara. So that is mascara on. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like lashes, you can totally just leave your eyes like this. However, I do like a lash. These are the Ardell Wispies. They're just the normal Wispies. These are my favorite lash of all time. Like, if you know me, this is all I wear. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get my duo lash glue. I'm going to stick it on. That is the glue on the lashes. I'm actually gonna let them dry for the next like 2 or 3 minutes. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to lips now while they're drying. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Sweet Tea liner. It's just like a nude liner. So what I do is I line my lips like normal on the bottom, okay, and then on the top what I do is I make a really high cupid's bow, and then instead of following my natural lip line out, I kind of go like straight down. So it's like I cut my lip short and keep like the fullness to the center. So that's that. Now, personally for me, when I am going out on like a date or whatever, I don't wear lipstick because it just comes off. So with the lip liner is going to stay on, and then I'm going to take this. This is the Colourpop Luxe gloss in the shade Skinny Dip, and it's just, actually it's a Luxe lip oil. It's not even a gloss, it's an oil. And what this does is this just, one, it hydrates your lips so much, but it makes your lips so glossy and adds that little bit of colour to fill in the gaps where you didn't put lipstick. That's what the lips look like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lashes and I'm going to stick her down. Okay, so I'm going to let my lashes dry and I'm going to go do my hair, and then I'll be back to show you the final look. So guys, lashes are now stuck on properly and my hair is done. So this is the final look. It's just a simple glam for date night. If you are planning on doing something but you don't want to throw on a lot of makeup and you just want to feel pretty on Valentine's Day, even though I will probably be in PJs with no makeup on Valentine's Day. So yeah guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you get a notification every single time that I upload. let me know what you're doing for Valentine's Day. Let me know if there's anything exciting that you're doing, and also let me know if you liked this makeup, because I'm really happy with how it turned out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.